So you noticed that ChatGPT can't read long prompts, or when you give it a long message or prompt, it is unable to identify and perform action on all of the long prompts. So how can you overcome this issue? Now ChatGPT doesn't define any hard limit for the words, but let's see that how many words should be there, and apart that limit, ChatGPT won't be able to read the message, but they don't define it. So how can you overcome this issue? Let's explore that. So here I have a long paper, and we will paste this paper in ChatGPT, and we'll explore that how will we make ChatGPT read all the paper. We have to do this thing in 3 simple steps. Step number 1 is tell ChatGPT what you are going to do with the data that you are going to give it. For example, summarize all the prompts that I am going to give you, and hit enter. Now ChatGPT will be ready to summarize or do any of the thing that you want it to do. You have to first of all tell it that what you are going to do with it. Step number 2 is select the text that you want to give to ChatGPT. If I select the whole text like this and paste it in ChatGPT, you know that ChatGPT won't be able to read all of this text, because this is all the text that I want to paste in ChatGPT and summarize it. But as we know that ChatGPT can't read it, so we have to divide it in chunks. Don't worry, it will be summarized as the whole text in the end and in the last prompt. So what you have to do, you have to select the very first chunk to give to ChatGPT. For example, let's select this amount of text. Now as ChatGPT does not define any hard limit for the words, but as far as I noticed, it can read the prompts maximum between 800 to 1200 words. So make sure that the chunk you are going to give to ChatGPT does not cross this limit. So now you will have to paste the very first chunk of the text that you selected and hit the enter. Now ChatGPT will summarize the first passage that we gave it, and we are going through the step number 2. The step number 1 was you have to tell ChatGPT that what we are going to do, and step number 2 is provide the text in chunks which don't cross the limit between 800 to 1200 words. So let's give the chunk number 2, and I'm just doing it for example. You can do anything that you want in chunks. And for example, we pasted 4, 5 or 6 or 7 chunks and gave it to ChatGPT for summarizing it. Now we went through step number 2, but the problem here is we got 2 or 4 or 5 different results that we gave to ChatGPT, but we want the result only in one prompt. Means I want whole of this chapter be summarized in just one ChatGPT prompt. So how can we do so? Now moving towards step number 3, which is after pasting the text in chunks, say to ChatGPT, now summarize all the prompts I gave to you in just one prompt, once in just one prompt, and hit enter. Now it will gather all of the data that you gave to it, and it will summarize all the paper in just one prompt. So that's how you do it. And if it is not producing the effective results, like in this case, you can make a conversation to it. For example, it should be a bit longer and explaining the story, and hit enter again. So you can adjust ChatGPT according to your requirement. So that was all. You have to first of all tell ChatGPT that what you are going to do. In step number 2, you are going to provide the data in chunks, and in step number 3, you are going to ask ChatGPT to gather or compile all of the results in just one prompt. So that's how you do it. If you have any of the questions, let me know in the comments. Now, if you are being irritated by another problem of ChatGPT, which is ChatGPT is producing incomplete or half responses or results, here's a quick video tutorial in the end screen. Go watch out that video. I'll be waiting for you in that video there. Thank you so much.